Joe Nesbo's Detective Hole TV series 2026 is now available on Netflix, starring Tobias Santelman as Harry Hole and Joel Kinnaman as his colleague. Harry Hole is a detective working for Oslo Crime Squad, Norway. The 9-episode Norwegian series is dubbed in English and is based on the 5th installment in Harry Hole series. The novel titled The Devil's Star, originally published in Norwegian language in 2003 and in English in 2010. Hopefully, the other 12 novels will also get their own seasons. The next book in Hole series is Kill Shot, which is set for publication this November. I don't know whether stretching a single book thin to 8 episodes is a good idea, but Nesbo is the showrunner and a writer on the series. Plus, Kinnaman and Santelman should make great TV. More than 50 million copies of Nesbo's Hole novels have been sold internationally. It has been translated into over 40 languages. Scarpetta, based on Patricia Cornwell's novels, has just been released. Patricia Cornwell's memoir, True Crime, is coming up in May this year. She has worked as a crime reporter and written a biography on Ruth Bell Graham, wife of American evangelist Billy Graham. She followed it up with a 6-year stint as a computer analyst and technical writer in the office of Chief Medical Examiner, Virginia. All of this helped her in writing best-selling crime fiction series featuring Richmond, Virginia-based medical examiner and forensic pathologist Dr. K. Scarpetta. The books have sold more than 120 million copies worldwide. Now Nicole Kidman and Rosie McEwen star as Scarpetta across 2 separate timelines in an Amazon MGM series. Season 1's 8 episodes are based on Cornwell's books titled Postmortem and Autopsy. The cast is pretty good. Scarpetta's longtime husband is an FBI profiler played by mentalist Simon Baker. He asks for a divorce by the end of Season 1. Jamie Lee Curtis is Scarpetta's sister, who she doesn't get along with. Bobby Cannavale is Curtis's husband, a detective who has a thing for sister-in-law Scarpetta. In the middle of all the messy relationships are 2 serial killers, one in the past and the other in the present. Season 2 will also have 8 episodes. Patricia Cornwell's Cruel and Unusual and The Body Farm will be adapted for Season 2. And now I'm introducing a Japanese suspense thriller which is not based on any book. Reboot, Japanese suspense thriller, is not based on any book, but the writer's previous work includes Liar Game film and La Grande Maison. Liar Game starred Erika Toda, who in Reboot has an extremely mysterious and diabolical role. I'm mentioning this English subtitle series because it's cool and well made, and a bit more stylish than the usual Japanese fare. If you don't want to know anything about the story, skip the next few minutes. The basic concept is similar to Harrison Ford's Fugitive, in which a doctor is framed for his wife's murder and goes on the run to find the truth about the real culprit. The story also takes its inspiration from John Woo's film Face Off, which starred Nicolas Cage as a criminal and John Travolta as a cop on his trail, both of whom swap identities when they go through facial transplant surgery. Reboot follows a similar concept, but quickly has a look and feel and story that's original and engaging. Pastry chef and shop owner Riku Hayase's wife, Natsumi, is an accountant. They live with their son Takumi and his mother on the floor above the shop. Natsumi has been missing for 2 to 3 years. She funded Riko's shop and used to work with Ichika Kogo, another accountant who has a sick younger sister in hospital. Natsumi and Ichika work for the same company owned by Wataru Goroku. Wataru is an organized crime boss and the company is a front for massive money laundering operation which is being investigated by police. In fact, Ayumi Gido is investigating Natsumi's disappearance and at the same time is involved in protecting Wataru's laundering activities. Maybe he's undercover, maybe he's a dirty cop. That's part of the mystery. When Natsumi's body turns up with a gunshot wound, Riko Hayase is prime suspect, especially when incriminating evidence against him is found, which was planted by Guido, the cop on his trail, the cop investigating his wife's disappearance and murder. Then Guido is found dead. This is when Achika offers Riko a plastic surgery option, where he takes the place of Guido as Guido. This way he will be able to investigate his wife's murder. Riko, who is on the run from police, accepts this offer. Of course, once he has the face change, he finds out Achika isn't who she said she was. Guido isn't who he believed him to be, and there are people trying to arrest or kill Guido, making Riko's life precarious once again. Plus, Guido's wife Mayu recognizes him as an imposter, while Achika is giving strong vibes of being his missing wife Natsumi. Maybe Natsumi also went through the same facial change surgery to protect herself. So the plot centers around bringing down Wataru's money laundering enterprise and solving the mystery of what happened to Natsumi, and having a happily ever after with his kids safe and sound. Maybe he'll get his face back too, who knows? All of this head-spinning stuff is in the first 2 episodes. It's supposed to have 10. And I think there's a bonus feature too. And in each new episode there are plenty of twists and turns, tension-filled moments and some funny scenes, with pastries and punches in equal measure. In fact, TBS Drama page shows a new character chart with each new episode to show shifting dynamics and new revelations. So the less you know going into it, the better. The series concluded in Japan a couple of days ago. My favorite side character is scene stealer Isamu Kaida, Wataru's lawyer, played with delicious pantomime glee by Yoshi Saku.